Kara becomes lost in Supergirl issue 15. Taking a tour of his new DEO headquarters, Mr. Bones is told his men haven't found anything on Supergirl's secret identity yet, but will continue to look. Meeting Magog, Bones thanks him for being the first test subject of his new prison cells, which angers Magog, who thinks that they should have been working together since both hate Supergirl. But Bones says that he plans on making the Girl of Steel bend to his will or become Magog's cellmate. Out in National City, Supergirl is back to saving people, only to be confronted by the police and the DEO, who are armed with guns filled with rounds that can kill and hurt her if she doesn't surrender to them. The police open fire, making her protect the people from the bullets. After realizing that the police aren't playing around, Kara leaves the area quickly. At Catco, Kara finds herself in a difficult position in having to write stories about Supergirl and how dangerous she is, while the Danvers also want her to protect herself and not the people. Later on, Kara and Ben head to school, where they learn of the upcoming Solstice semi-formal, which Kara isn't interested in at all, but ends up asking Ben to the dance since he seemed rather interested in it. Before he can say anything, Belinda joins them, ready to join Ben on his coding project, leaving Kara to head to class alone. Kara's attention during class wanders to all the trouble in the city, meaning that when she's called on by the teacher to answer a question, Belinda steps in to take the question for her. At lunch, Kara eats alone as the students talk about all the DEO agents patrolling the school and the city. Kara is called into the principal's office by DEO agent Ocampo, who Kara notices she has met as Supergirl, so she hopes that she won't recognize her as Kara Danvers. Ocampo is interested in Kara and what she wants to major in college, but she becomes distracted when she learns of an accident happening nearby and having to reroute people to it. But Kara cannot leave to help them since it would cause suspicion. Later at home, Kara talks with Liza and Jeremiah, telling them that she wants to do more and help people, but thanks to the DEO hunting her, the people have become scared of her and she feels powerless. Kara doesn't understand how showing her father any sort of compassion makes her a threat, but Eliza says that things are different now that Bones is in charge of the DEO. Kara says that she shouldn't have to hide what she can do in order to make people feel safe. At the National City boardwalk, Ben and Belinda attend the Atlantis VR exhibit. Going through the underwater city, talk eventually turns to Kara and how both have noticed that she has been acting very strange and distracted recently. Ben says that Kara being distracted is strange since she's never really been distracted before. Back at the Danvers household, Eliza and Jeremiah talk about how they wish they could help Kara more, hoping that they could maybe find a way for her to do more good as Kara Danvers and not Supergirl. Kara listens in with her superhearing from upstairs, now wondering if the Danvers don't know what the right thing to do is, then what is she supposed to do? In the DEO, Dr. Veritas is brought before Mr. Bones, who says that while Veritas doesn't need to like him, she still does work for him and she needs to make him new weapons. Saying he wants to use fear to bring in Supergirl, Bones officially orders Veritas's various projects at the Scabbard be repurposed into creating weapons, specifically Project 746. Later on in National City Park, a strange visitor arrives, demanding to know from the people how she got there and what Supergirl did to her. Supergirl issue 15 was a fun issue that had some great artwork and a lot of heart that was more a Kara Danvers than a Supergirl story, as her own city turns on the Girl of Steel. I love so much of the time was spent with Mr. Bones and his overhauling of the DEO and how he's radically changing it into what's basically a more militaristic operation against Supergirl and possibly other superheroes as well. The story of the city and the people fearing and mistrusting a Superman family member has been done before, various times with Supergirl as well as Superman, Superboy, all of them have had a story like that. And while I'm hoping it won't retread any of those things that have already been done, I am looking forward to what Steve Orlando has in store for not only Kara but for Strange Visitor, who made quite the entrance at the end of this issue, so I'm really looking forward to her being back in the comics. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.